Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got game one of our best of three coming up today. We had to do a quick remake. We did miss the draft, unfortunately, but we remade so we could get into the Berserker slot. They don't have a lot of traditional carry power.
Yeah, they definitely don't, and that's where... Oh, might have a little skirmish here off the bat as Boogie will grab that bounty rune in the end on the Earthshaker. Nemphy now sprinting back towards mid. Looks like he also got the bounty rune, so a double bounty pickup.
First blood!
It cost them a first blood for resolution, so in the end, not worth.
Okay, nicely played by Res. Simple as that. The mid laner gets a pretty penny to his name to get things started. Now Nemphy could be in a little bit of trouble as well. He's already used his wind run. They're going to dive this tower. Aloha Dance will be happy to tank it up. This will be another kill for Resolution. Oh my. I mean, this is an abysmal start for the 4Anchors here. Recover farm quite as well. Someone like Clockwork really just needs the leech level 6. For Centaur, he needs that blink, and he can clear some stacks, but not the best hero for that. Nemphy mid, almost in trouble, but now they've rotated over the Earthshaker. Boogie will be nearby, and that fissure will break things up. Back up top now, it's Yoki that's in trouble. Arctic Burn getting him low. Nice hoof stomp on a Matumba man, but limited options here. Not even enough mana for the TP out, and a Slithering Crush will secure the kill on the Centaur.
Yeah, he ends up going down a bit and trying to limit what the Centaur gets. Meanwhile, bottom, they have slept Trixie. They've got a stun follow-up available, and the level 1 Brain Tap. With that, Trixie will go down. Oh, top lane. Now, more action. Yoki gonna get caught next, it looks like. Hope Stop finds it, but then he runs into the trees. He's not getting away from this.
No,
He'll end up dying again.
Both offlaners just in Strug City here, and
has this tough of a time in the offlane. Normally he goes to the jungle a bit earlier, but looks like Trixie wanted to keep the support Bane busy and was also hoping just to complete that soul ring first. Resolution gets caught out near the top rune. There's a fissure blocking him in, but Bounty Hunter's waiting on the sidelines. They bring in 4 heroes. Little quad lane mid action going your way. Resolution, can he make it out in time? He does get hit, clipped by a shackle, follow-up crush, power shot. They get it done. Yoki rotates in. Aloha Dance moving forward onto Nemphy, and no, they can't finish him off. A beautiful cold embrace, keeping Nemphy up in fighting shape, even through the Shuriken toss. But now more rotations. Always want to fly with the drive-by double damage Bane going to work, having fun here. We'll sleep up Balix and most likely bring him down. He's got very little mana. We'll have a cold embrace ready in just a moment. They surge him back, stomp. Yoki's looking for it, can't quite fight it. They get the slow from the Janata. Now the cold embrace, and Empire may just be forced back. Always want to fly, says I can take this fight, but he is wrong. Fissure, Ion Shell, Karate Chop, and see ya.
Uh-oh, but Lesh is back now. Boogie falls. Resolution with a full mana pool. He's ready to rock and roll. He's got Arcane Boots. Another Lightning Storm at the ready, but on the other side of it, to pound the other falls to the Wind Ranger. Nemphy might get 2. Thinking about diving Yoki, but will back out as the tower starts to do some damage. Now Resolution, he went in too deep. He has an amp damage on. Huge right clicks coming his way, and it will be 4ASC that clean it up. And after a long, crazy fight in the mid lane, it's a break even.
3 from Focus You, but as we saw later on, he became such a damage dealer. Mid lane, there's the sleep. They're going on Nemphy.
Yeah, pretty easy setup there with the Bane Nightmare. Follow-up from Resolution secures the kill. Fissure tries to break things up a little. It will just be a 1-0, and that's where this fight will settle down. Big Dance wrapping around the backside. Almost level 6 on this Bounty Hunter, and that's when things get scary. Track kills come out onto the field, and here we go. Nightmare set up onto Valix. After the hit from Aloha Dance, they'll chain stun him down, and that's another easy pick-off for Empire. His power treads up. This is an ideal time to kill him. When
they amped him!
Oh,
no, maybe not.
Maybe they can bait with it. Bane's nearby. They see him. They're trying to show as many heroes as they
got him
can.
with the Splinter Blast, I think.
Good night.
Told you.
Well played, Winter Wyvern.
Momentum and to just get into a good groove, or is it better to have that week off to rest and get refreshed? And I feel like this is the same thing. Is it better to kind of put the fear of God of some strange picks in your opponent's hearts, or is it better to have pocket strats?
Well, we'll see here. TP in from the Slardar. It looks like he's got the Blink Dagger. He'll reveal it with a stun on the Always on a Fly. He'll be in a lot of trouble there in the tree line. Power Shot finishes him off. Trixie gets tracked up. Volix as well. Aloha Dance gets the last hit on the tower. Cheeky little play there as they make the escape. It is just a 1-0 trade thus far, but it's not over yet. Silent has already utilized his ultimate here. If he dies again, he won't be coming back to life. Fissure breaks things up. Bounty Hunter, whoa, doing big damage with that Shuriken bouncing around. Then the Lesh comes in for the cleanup. Lightning Storm not going to bounce all the way through. But that 1-0 turns into a 1.
Chance use it just to get a couple of extra CS here and there. And this is the build, apparently, for Bounty Hunters. Every Bounty Hunter seems to love this mech build nowadays.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. We'll hold that thought for a second here. Silent in a lot of trouble in the mid lane. Doesn't have an ultimate available. Always want to fly is on his way in. And wow,
Great sleep.
Silent will live. The Nightmare helps set things up. Now Resolution comes in. He wants to turn this around. It's a 1-on-5. Very ambitious, but huge damage. Matumba Man takes a Fiend's Grip, and that'll be enough to finish him off. Resolution's not done yet, though. Trixie turns around, jukes the Split Earth, but it will cost him everything as a double kill, unstoppable streak for Resolution comes to fruition. 13-8. Matumba Man TP's in. Misses the blink a little bit, looking for the Slitherine Crush. Resolution trying to make the escape, but lacking the armor. This is pretty difficult. Another stun from the Fissure, and now the illusions come out.
They can go back in for a blink here.
Oh, but Silence here. If they go back in, it could cost them. No, the Slithering Crush on 2. Silent gets stunned up as well. That's an unstoppable streak going the way of Matumba Man. Now Silent with the Wraithfire Blast. He does have some support on the way, but the Slardar just a little bit too speedy. He's slithering away back to safety now on the other side of it. Always want to fly. Having a little ring around the rosy here. Maybe looking for a setup. He's got a Nightmare as well as a Brain Sap, but Winter's Embrace comes out on the Bane to stop the initiation. Well played by Volux. Fights and also past
the level
11.
2 ulti,
Yes.
so it's not down for 4+ minutes.
Yeah, Matumba Man hitting that Ogre Club, still in that window where he's really not that tanky. He walks up to the high ground without vision. Yoki standing there ready and waiting, kicks him in the face, gives him a double edge, and that's an easy pick for Empire. Now they go in on to Valix. Arctic Burn just not going to be enough. The burst damage from Resolution, too intense. It will be a 2-0. No buybacks available here. Heroes. Resolution very tanky with a Bloodstone, now a Plate Mail. Great item to have against the Slardar.
They were trying to go for Rochan. The Trixie will get caught out mid.
That's another track kill. Vacuum almost buys him the time, but I think Wraith King actually gets the kill because of the DOT from the Wraithfire Blast there. All the while, 4ASC, they go for Roshan. A risky play, and I think this is the time to take such risk, but they just can't do it. Now the Stampede comes out, stun inside of the pit, Winter's Curse onto the Centaur, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Roche is going to stay standing, and the 4 Anchors will be thrown into Davy Jones' locker.
Oh, Roche stolen. 4 kills. Probably some track gold there at the end as well. I almost want to say
the level 2 replicas will be a big upgrade, but it helps. Having those extra illusions there for the chaos makes a difference. So without that, fights just seem so grim. Now more initiation. Silent blinks in, stun onto Boogie. Trixie on the other side, hit by the Split Earth. Solo down by Resolution. The mech won't be enough to keep him alive, and Boogie, yeah, he gets chopped to pieces. Last outer tower. Actually, there's still one up top, but one of the last outer towers here for the Dire about to be turned to rubble as Resolution.
Should they lose a big fight, they still have great wards to follow this right up, come back down mid, and look to immediately put them back in the full Nelson here.
So much item progression for Empire. We see a full Shiva's now on Resolution, even a Vanguard on the Centaur, so he's a little tankier. Yeah, and there the Guardian Greaves helping out this team, but Silent getting low, still has the ultimate. It's Yoki that comes in around the side. They catch Boogie, they bring him down. Gets off the Echo before he dies, but does next to nothing. That'll be the Reincarnation as well. Oh, pardon me, the Aegis of the Immortal. There's your Reincarnation. Both of them going to fall simultaneously. Not a bad little hold from this Dire side, but in the end, I don't think they're going to be able to hold the base. Running low on resources here as their Tier 1 tower finally falls. Buybacks looking pretty scarce as their ranged barracks will get chopped to pieces. Glyph not coming up anytime soon.
They only get the ranged Drax, and it costs them the Aegis nukes and... Well, the physical damage ain't going to get it done, it feels like. There's evasion on a low audience because the Crimson Guard you mentioned. Here they go. On to Nemphy. Does get put under for a moment by the Cold Embrace, but he doesn't seem like he's going anywhere regardless. Eventually sliced down. Then the 2-hero stomp coming out from Yoki, out-crushing Matumba Man, who tries to walk in into the meat grinder of Resolutions. Level 3 Pulse Nova, hunting them to the well. 4 Anchors.
GG.
Get wrecked.
Yep, I think an appropriately timed good game. 25 minutes in, 27-9. It is Empire coming out big in the first game of this best-of-3 series. Now remember, folks, this is upper bracket, so nobody getting eliminated here. Man, look at this Techie's effigy at the end. Look at that thing. I've never seen an effigy quite like that before. I like that. Got his little rocket launcher. You can't see it now. His little rocket launcher was flying up in the air.